We know we're not going to beat the rhino beetle because it's already spread into the jungles, into the valleys.
Guam's mayors are on the front line of the battle with the bug. From Jigo to Maritzo, mayors admit invasive species like the coconut rhinoceros beetle and the little fire ants are overtaking Guam's jungles and thriving in piles of green waste that have nowhere to go.
We've got the villages cutting vegetation, we've got DPW cutting vegetation, we've got GPA cutting vegetation, we've got private contractors that are developing, cutting down vegetation on top of the residential greenways, you know, who have no one else to turn to because they run into the same problems we do.
Right now, I don't think there's anybody or any district that is authorized to get rid of green waste in any of our waste areas. So we told them that the only other way is to burn it if nobody wants to accept it, because you know, it's not working. The eradication of problem that we have, it's getting worse.
Although discussions are starting, currently Guam does not have a green waste management program. Orat Chaunpago Mayor Jesse Gogui says even if one is developed, all stakeholders need to come to the table and funding must be properly allocated to manage the program.
Maybe we need to take the lead on this, but we really need to sit down with Guam EPA, we need to sit down with Department of Agriculture, and we need to, and possibly the School of Agriculture at the University of Guam, to really address this green waste management problem we're having island-wide. Because right now, we could talk until we're blue in the face.
And so far, all this talk has only exacerbated the island's growing problem with invasive species, because as the green waste piles up, the rhino beetles and fire ants are multiplying. The Mayor's Council says it's not just their problem, it's everyone's. Mayor's Council Vice President Robert Hoffman.
I can bet dollar for dollar if you go down to Stone Park and you overturn that green waste pile, you will find rhino beetles in there. So while they're trying to get us to get, you know, waste management on our side here, they're also the biggest culprits. Parks and Recs and Public Works and all the other places. So it happens. Green waste is everywhere.
During their meeting today, mayors approved a motion to send a letter to the governor to declare a state of emergency as a result of the rhino beetle and little fire ant infestation across Guam. In the meantime, Guam EPA Administrator Eric Palacios says they're going to work with all stakeholders to find an acceptable solution to the green waste problem and to stop and prevent the further spread of the invasive species.